So, have you ever accomplished something amazing? Maybe you did something really good, but you still felt like you didn't deserve it. You felt like maybe you're not worthy, or you didn't deserve to get it, or maybe it's just luck. And sometimes you feel like people are going to find out at the end of the day that you're not as smart as they think. Or maybe you think that people are going to find out that you're not as good as they think you are at the end of the day. You see, that feeling has a name, and it's called the imposter syndrome. And it affects a lot of women over 30 years of age. So if you're over 30 and you're still battling self-doubt or the imposter syndrome, you're not alone. I want you to know that it affects the best of us, okay? But today we're going to tackle it, and we're going to attack it head on, because this day is the day that all of those ends in your life. So why does self-doubt and the imposter syndrome, why does it hit a little harder after 30? So in your 20s, as you grow up, high school, university, a lot of us, we always think that by 30 we would have it all figured out. By 30, I'll be married, have kids, I should have bought my home, and then maybe I should be like, I should have the job, the dream job that I want. And because of that expectation, when we get to that age of 30 and we have not achieved that thing, the imposter syndrome starts to set in. Then we start to feel like maybe we're not really all that. Now, this is not our fault, okay? We were not prepared enough for adulting, and that is why I'm here, okay? The thing is that a lot of times life is not a bed of roses, and when we see people that it seems as though they have life figured out and life sorted and all of that, it's not like that. Most of the time they're feeling the same thing we're feeling. And so that is one of the reasons imposter syndrome sets in. Another reason why the imposter syndrome sets in is more responsibilities, like your career. If you're married, the family, a lot of all these responsibilities set in. You have to start to pay your bills now. And now you start to see that you're falling behind in some things. Maybe if you're a parent, maybe you see that you're not parenting correctly, or maybe you see that you're not able to afford everything that your children want, or everything you desire to give your kids. Or maybe you see that the responsibilities now, if you have younger siblings, now you're supposed to provide for them, but you're unable to do that. And all of these things, start to affect and cause the imposter syndrome to set in. Another thing is comparison. Especially we as women, like you start to see your colleagues, right, your classmates, your schoolmates, and you start to see them looking like they have things figured out, and you start to compare yourself with them, like, okay, my schoolmate already has a house, she has bought a house, or she already has a dream job, she already has everything she wants, but I don't have it yet. And this thing starts to make you feel as if you're less than, as if you're not as good as they are, or maybe you're not even as good as you think you are. And it causes a lot of depression. It makes people feel like really, really sad. And I can tell you this for sure, because I feel like everybody has been there. There's always someone to compare yourself with. And this age and time where social media is all up in our faces, like there is something to compare. You see another mom, or you see another single lady, or you see another married woman, and everything they're doing, it seems as though they have it all figured out, and you don't have it figured out. Then you're self-aware. You now start to think that you're not good enough, okay? You know more now, and it makes you now feel less, which is ironical, because I feel like when you know more and you're more experienced, right, it should make you feel more confident. But unfortunately, when you know more and you see more and you're more aware, it makes us feel a little less than, because we feel like people are doing better than us. Now, let me help us recognize the lies that the imposter syndrome tells. I want you to first of all recognize that imposter syndrome, everything it tells you, is a lie. There is no fact, there is no truth to it. Lie number one, I am not qualified. You see, when I first started my YouTube channel in 2016, and I stopped it, the imposter syndrome made me stop it. I started to teach women how to be good wives, how to be good mothers and all of that. And I'd been married for maybe 4 or 5 years at that time. And the imposter syndrome started to tell me that, who told you that you're qualified? Who told you that you're qualified enough to teach people, right? And the truth is that even if I had been married for a year, I still qualify to teach people that have been married for younger than I am, maybe even older than I am because of my experiences. Our experiences are different. So the imposter syndrome will tell you that you're not qualified to do that thing that you really want to do. It will tell you that you're not qualified to take that step that you really want to take. It will tell you that you're not qualified enough, or maybe you're not good enough to apply for that job that you really, really desire. And that is crazy. I feel like it affects a lot of us as women. It will tell you that you're not beautiful enough, you're not cute enough for that guy to approach you, you're not good enough to deserve that relationship that you really, really desire, or maybe you're not exposed enough to desire that community that you desire. The number 2 lie that the imposter syndrome tells you is that you got lucky and that you're not skilled. Maybe eventually you get the job that you desire. Maybe you got the husband that you really desire. Now the imposter syndrome will start to tell you that you're lucky, right? You don't really deserve that man. You don't really deserve that job. You don't really deserve the attention you're getting. You just got lucky. And a lot of times it makes you start to believe that your success was just good timing. It just came. It's just luck, right? But when you look back, you would realize that your success, the things that have come to you is not just luck. It's as a result of like constant working, like your late nights, your prayers and all of that, working on yourself, positioning yourself to get that thing, right? The 3rd lie is that everyone else has it all together except me. Now this is the worst one, because most successful people feel the same way you're feeling. We all feel like everyone has it together except us. Drop a me too in the comment section if you've ever felt like this. If you've ever felt like everyone has it all figured out. If you've ever wondered that maybe that person on the internet, she just has a life all figured out. Everything is arranged, everything is organized, right? Or maybe your friend has it all figured out. She got married at the right time. She got the job she wants at the right time. She got everything she wants at the right time, but you don't have it yet. I want you to know that everybody feels like I feel also that people have it all figured out, okay? But I want you to know that there will never come a time where we have everything all figured out, okay? That person who you're looking up to also thinks that someone has it all figured out. Okay, so now that we know the imposter syndrome is a liar, now let us start to tell ourselves the truth. How do we break free from the lies, okay? How do we break free from the lies that the imposter syndrome will tell us? Because if we continue to believe those lies, not only will it hinder you from achieving the things that you're supposed to achieve, it's going to keep you down. It's going to keep you in a depressive state forever. Okay, now number 1 thing that helped me is I reframed my thoughts, and instead of thinking that I'm not qualified, or instead of saying that I'm not qualified, I say that I am learning and I am growing, because that is it. We're all evolving. We all continue to evolve. Now, what's one negative thought that you catch yourself saying to yourself all the time? I want you to drop it in the comment section. Let me hear you. One of the negative thoughts that I hear myself saying all of the time, most of the time, is that even though you know all these things, people don't think it's that good. Like the things you know, it's not really that good. People don't really care about it, but it's a lie, because a lot of people always constantly tell me how the wisdom that I provide, right, has helped them along their journey. So drop it in the comment section. What's that negative thing that you keep telling yourself all the time? Because right now I want you to reframe it and tell you the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth, because that thing that you constantly tell yourself is a lie from the imposter syndrome. Number 2, keep a wins journal. I want you to keep a notebook, a journal. So every time you achieve something, now let me tell you, achievement does not mean that maybe you have gone to Harvard and that you are now back, okay? Every single achievement, maybe you woke up 5 minutes earlier today, I want you to write it in that your achievement journal, so that whenever you feel bad, anytime you start to think less than of yourself, you can go back to this journal and you can see the things that you have accomplished for yourself. Because doubts are still going to creep in. As you work on your mind, the doubts will still come in. But when it comes in, you go back to your journal and read it, okay? It can be as little as I helped someone today. I finished my first project today. Or maybe I started my project today. Or maybe I started to learn a new language today. I finished it today. I recorded a video today. It could be anything as minute. Or maybe I drank 2 more bottles of water than I would normally drink today. Every single thing, okay? I want you to write it in that journal. Put it somewhere that is reachable. If you want to put it on your phone, go ahead and do it. And every time the doubt creeps in, whenever the lies start to whisper in your head, right, you read it to yourself and you tell yourself that I'm not a failure because these and these are the things that I have done. Number 3, stop over researching and start doing. For a lot of us, especially as women, because we want to get it right this time, we start to over research. We start to watch different videos, read different books, right? Do a lot of that. And listen, it's not just you, it is all of us. We all do it. Okay. I want you to now start to take action because you have consumed enough. And the things that you need to do that particular thing you want to do is now within you. So maybe you tell yourself that, okay, before I'm ready for that exams, let me take one more course, okay? Or maybe before I'm ready for that date, let me lose 5 more pounds. Or, you're just delaying yourself. The truth is that you're delaying out of fear. So I want you to let go of that fear and decide in your mind that you're going to do it regardless. Don't be scared to fail. Like I always tell you guys, there is no success without failure. So I want you to launch in and dive in and do exactly the things that you've been researching that you've always wanted to do. Now is the time for you to do it. Number 4, find your confidence anchor. What is that thing that brings you back to the state of confidence? What is that thing? It could be a Bible verse. It could be a daily affirmation. For me, it is Philippians 4 verse 13. It says that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So whenever I start to doubt myself and I feel like there is something I can do, I remind myself that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It could be a song. Okay, it could be a music. Like for the longest time, there was a time that I was waiting on God for something and I felt like it was coming too long. But I was holding on to this song that says, wait on the Lord, He will renew your strength, right? And every time the doubt creeps in, I play that song, okay? But right now, my scripture anchor for every season of your life, you should have a confidence anchor. If you are going through a season of lack, if you're going through a season of waiting, whatever, you must have a confidence anchor. It could be a song, it could be a Bible verse, it could be anything. For me right now, it is Philippians 4 verse 13, and it said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So that when that doubt creeps in, because it's not an if, it is when it comes in, you will be able to attack it, okay, with your confidence anchor. Listen, you're not an imposter, okay? You are not a fraud. You are exactly where you need to be. You are exactly where you need to be. And you're capable of more than you even realize. You just need to believe in yourself, trust in yourself, and do that thing. You're capable of much more than even you realize. Now, if this video has spoken to you, I want you to drop I am worthy in the comment section. And if you know someone that needs this reminder, I want you to send this their way. Hey, this is the 3rd video in the series, Becoming Your Best Self After 30. And if this video has spoken to you, you're going to enjoy all the video in this series. Definitely hit that subscribe button. Give it a thumbs up, like this video, and join our community of amazing women. This is an amazing community and we would love to have you join us. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. My name is thetobyrich. Ciao, ciao.